It's destroying lives. I'm serious. It's destroying lives in Woodstock and Salford. Gentrification is killing everything. It's killing friendships. It's killing relationships. It's killing community. It's killing our children's dignity.
The case of Bromwell Street is very important because it's an example of what's been happening across that area. The systematic removal of working class and poor residents from an area that used to be relatively unpopular is now very popular and where property prices are skyrocketing.
We were faced with a bit of an impossible situation with multiple families from varying backgrounds living on the property, and what we did is we chose to take the most constitutionally protected route for the occupants, and it was a very time-consuming route that's been going since, I believe, 2014, around about August 2014, when we were first interacted with the occupants through the Rental Housing Tribunal. And over that time, we've made sure that they've had representation, so there's been delays due to a lack of representation. They've asked for further delays earlier this year in terms of a final vacating date. And the most recent delay we gave them was about 6 weeks ago, where it was delayed till the 9th of September. And over and above that, they've even appealed the matter as well, which appeal was turned down. So we were faced with an incredibly difficult situation. We made sure that there was services and utilities to the property over the entire period. We haven't gone to seek any damages from the occupants because we do understand the difficult situation they're in, and we're not looking to compound that in any formal manner.
I would love to still stay here, as we heard now that we must move out, and because where are we going to now, and our children that's growing up, we wouldn't like to go stay anywhere like Luckysdorp, or because life there is very fast and things is happening every day. What's going on there, it's not like the place here where we're staying now in Woodstock.
What can you do? You can't do anything, isn't it true? You must be patient. But the fact is we don't get places, you know. Some places are 6,000 rand, some places is 5,000 rand. My 3 daughters, they don't earn such a lot of money. We did get a place in the mayor came here and he gave me a place in Dell. But then they didn't want to go with.
In Luckysdorp, the picket we had on Saturday, people of Luckysdorp were supposed to come. They couldn't even come out of their place. Their children can't go to school, they can't go to work because of gang violence. So our children is so used to going to school without saying that someone is shooting gun on the corner or they were being robbed, or because everybody here is like family. If your child walked down there, that person is going to tell you, oh, I took your child over the road. Fine, I know you. If I walk into her house, I'm going to ask her a little salt. She can walk into my house and ask me a little sugar. But I mean, when you come to a new place, you don't know anyone, you don't know where to go to, you don't know who to turn to because you don't know who to trust.
When you're facing a crisis, you don't choose a solution that you take. That's a reality here. You compromise when it comes to a solution that is offered to you. Now, if people are saying the accommodation that you are offering is not suitable for them, I mean, what other choice do we have as government? Because clearly, even if you were to say, let us try to build closer to Woodstock in the CBD, that is not going to be an overnight solution. I mean, you know, housing construction takes years. The question is, what do we do in the meantime? And we have demonstrated what we are willing to do in the meantime. But if people are saying we are not willing to take that because of the reasons that they've mentioned, I don't think then that we can be blamed for that as government.
We've had quite extensive discussions with them. I highlight the challenges facing them as threefold. There is time, there is financial challenges that they face, and there is unemployment that exists in parts of the occupants or the community that lives there. In terms of time, we've come to the party extensively over 2 years. In terms of financial assistance, we've put together and discussed with them the crowdfunding campaign, which is now at, I think, a little over 75,000 Rand, which helps kind of bridge that moment of 1.5 months deposit, 1 month's rental, sometimes 2 months rental, to be able to get them into that next piece of accommodation. And I know nothing can ever be enough to solve a lot of the challenges that are over there. And we've also worked with an NGO in the area for anybody that's unemployed, which works at getting people back into bridging the gap between the unemployed and the employed economy, which sometimes can have a big chasm that's hard to cross. So we're hoping to hear feedback from the occupants, and I believe they're meeting this Wednesday, and hopefully we'll hear feedback from their representatives on Thursday.